Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Impact with Elle. I apologize that it's been quite so long since I've recorded a video, but I promise I have been thinking about it. And you know what? No time like the moment to get started again. So one of the things that's been on my mind quite a bit lately is unemployment and what's going on in the world with respect to what we're hearing. So we're being told it's around 4%. And frankly, that's just not true. About 20 years ago, they changed how they measured unemployment. And that's one of those little subtle things that statistics don't often get communicated to the public. Well, unfortunately, the U6 should be the rate that we're looking at, which is not what is reported. A subset of that is what is reported. The U6 is a broad measure of unemployment that it includes discouraged workers, underemployed workers, and even those that are part-time workers for economic reasons. So again, that is a full unemployment observation, and that number is close to 8%, which is pretty much double what we're being told. In addition to that, it's worth noting that for 52 years, the prior 52 years from 1994 looking back, when they were reporting just the U6 as the official unemployment rate, there wasn't a single year where unemployment was as high as it is right now. So it's not a fact that we have low unemployment. In fact, that is false. We have high unemployment, we have a weak labor market, and we have inflation. So it's pretty grim. I think a few other key points I'd like to go over with you guys is hiring. Hiring is also pretty grim. So over the summer, we've had a few labor reports come out. Again, all of this is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So please research it for yourself, but I'll give you guys a few things in a nutshell. New additions. New additions was so low, it was below 5.4 million, that only March and April of 2020 were less over the last 7 years. If you remember, that was COVID hitting, though the government claims little has changed. A few other key metrics. Fewer employees are voluntarily quitting. Makes sense because they know they're stuck. There's no other options to go out there. In fact, the change in hires was only the 11th time that number has fallen by more than 300,000 in over 20 years. In fact, in June, it fell to a minus 314,000. So another negative job point. New hires is the lowest number of new hires since April of 2017, which, if you adjust for population, is even worse. Population adjusted hires was just about 2%. Well, 1.99, which is the only time below 2% outside of April 2020, going all the way back to 2014. That was even worse than July of 2008 or March of 2003. I think we can remember a pretty big crash that happened in July of 2008 and 2003. So the number of quits fell to 3.28 million, which is the lowest quits rate since 2017. I mentioned quit a little bit earlier. And again, we're told that unemployment is driven by more people not entering the workforce. That isn't true anymore. Basically, people are just simply giving up. And unemployment is going up, while at the same time, hires are going down. Oh, and by the way, credit card delinquencies just hit 3.56%, the highest in their records, which admittedly only goes back to 2012, but still over a decade. Rising unemployment and consumers exhausting their savings. I don't think that those things bode well for the current labor market or really economic situation. I know those are some quick facts. I just wanted to share some key points. You guys dig in, do your own research. I'm just here to bring up some really important issues that I think we're not discussing either openly or honestly.